Hello friends, thanks for joining me. Today's video is going to be all about skincare, drugstore skincare products, some new things that have come out lately from a variety of brands. I've got some BURT'S, some Neutrogena, Garnier, several different e.l.f. products as well that are kind of interesting. So I'll just kind of go through and let you know what my experiences have been with these different products. And if you've used them as well, feel free to share in the comments section how they've worked for you. And as we know, there are tons of new drugstore makeup products, actually drugstore and high-end makeup launches here lately. I've been trying so many of them. I'm actually like sorting them into piles of worked really well or things that I didn't like or was indifferent about. Still got a few things there that I'm really formulating an opinion on, so I thought I would go ahead and put my skincare video out first. Also, just a quick update on Wantable. I've had some questions like, how did the box work out? Because I did a makeup box first and I got that in and I was thinking I might just go ahead and review that, but now I think I'll probably be getting my next box, which I chose to be an accessories box. I should be getting that fairly soon, and I thought why not just do a video talking about both of those because they're different things and I might have different experiences with each one. It might just make for a little more informative video for those of you who are considering that service. But on with the drugstore skincare. First thing, something that did not work for me at all, and I think I snapped about this as well. It's the BURT'S Peach and Willow Bark Exfoliating Facial Cleansing Towelettes. So I was totally drawn in by the peach. I saw this on Ulta's website and I was like, I'm gonna love these if they smell like peach. And they really do smell good. And the scent is pretty strong. And I should take that as a red flag as soon as I smell something like, there's a chance this could be a bit irritating on the skin. It definitely was for me. Here's what one of the towelettes looks like. Kind of stretchy. There were 25 in the package. And they do have a little bit of a scrubby feel to them. And they're pretty well saturated with product. The problem for me was not just around my eye area, but elsewhere on my face. It just felt kind of irritated as I was using it. And then after I used it, I thought, oh, that seemed a little abrasive, and I felt like the scent was playing into that a little bit. Well, maybe abrasive is the wrong word to use because I don't feel like the scrubbing action from this was too rough, but just the scent of it that was happening. Even holding it here, it's like I'm feeling some fumes. You know how you get that way sometimes with really heavily scented products? Like I can almost feel it in my eye area. I like the scent. It might make a nice body wash, but like I said, using it around the eyes, I wasn't able to really thoroughly get in there and get the makeup off, like really kind of scrub it off like I would want to, because I was feeling that irritation as I used it. So these are a no-go for me. Next thing is this Neutrogena Hydro Boost Water Gel. This has an SPF 15. It says it has hyaluronic acid in it. It's just like a regular squeezy tube here, but it pumps out. I find one pump to be pretty good all over my skin. It comes out, it looks kind of like a bluish, just creamy gel. It's not a straight up clear gel. It's got just that little bit of creaminess, but as you can see, as you blend it out, it's a very thin, lightweight product. This strikes me as the kind of thing that would be awesome for someone with combo to oily skin. I say that because it is so thin, it's very fast absorbing, but yet it's not one of those moisturizers where you spread it all over your face and then in 5 seconds you're like, where did my moisturizer go? I don't feel like I put anything on. This still makes the skin feel kind of nicely hydrated, but my skin right now, which is normal, maybe verging on a little bit dry, for me, I feel like I could use a little bit more hydration beyond what this gives. I've got a few things in this video that are just really different kinds of makeup products, and one of those is this Biore Baking Soda Cleansing Scrub. Have any of you tried this? I thought this was just the neatest thing. First off, it's not going to be the kind of thing you want to like store in your shower because you don't want to get any water going in here or else it'll totally mess up the product. So you want to keep this in a dry space, but you start off to use this, just get your skin wet and then sprinkle, I think they say like a quarter size amount of the product into your hands. The water starts to activate the cleanser and you can add more water if you want a more gentle feeling scrub. So it's very customizable in terms of how much scrubbiness you feel on your skin. And at first, when I started just like rubbing it in, I'm like, okay, you know, this feels like I'm not really sensing a lot of scrubbing action. And I had to just work with it a little bit, like 10, 15 more seconds. And I was like, oh my gosh, what an amazing feeling scrub, because it was the finest scrub ever. Another really great quality scrub that I love that has itty bitty teeny particles in it would be the Philosophy Micro Delivery wash. Love the way that feels. The teeny tiny bits that are giving you that scrubbing texture are even more fine, but there's so much of it, you feel like you're able to get a really thorough yet gentle scrub on the face. And like I said, add more water if you feel like the scrub you're getting is a little bit too much for you. Now it does say avoid eye contact with this. I don't use this as a cleanser in terms of something that's going to remove makeup. I used it as a scrub in itself after I'd already taken my makeup off. But it just feels really cool on the skin, like literally cool, and just it's interesting, it's fun and different. So I think this is really awesome. My skin felt super smooth after I used this, so love it. Now something that really is going to act as a makeup remover is this Yesto Coconut. It says Hydrate and Restore Ultra Hydrating Melting Cleanser, and it says Yesto virgin coconut and moringa seed oils to help melt away your makeup. It looks kind of like a gel, maybe a little bit of a cloudy looking gel, but it's very, very thick. And it says there are 2 ways you can try this. You can squirt it in your hand and add water to create a creamy emulsion. That thins it out just a little bit, or you can apply it just straight to dry skin, or your skin with makeup on it, start rubbing it around, and you will see it strip the makeup away very quickly. Oh, got a scratch on my back. I was really happy with how quickly and how thoroughly this actually got the makeup off my skin, including the eyes. I could rub it around my eye area, felt no irritation there whatsoever. How scented is this product anyway? Because I felt like I was smelling a lot of coconut, but didn't seem to be a problem at all in terms of irritating my eyes. And so I kind of rubbed it around, ended up using it in the shower, so I added a little bit of water as I was going like this all over, and I really felt like my makeup was fully removed. And I tested that after the fact with a wipe, and I was able to see, okay, this really did, get all of my eye makeup off, got my face makeup off. The problem is when I go to actually rinse everything, I still feel like I have this film of the cleanser on my skin, and it's really hard to just get off. It doesn't just really rinse away with water. Even after a lot of rinsing, I could just tell there's still something on there. Like as I move my hands across my skin, it doesn't feel completely clean. There's a little tug, especially in certain areas, and that bothered me a little bit. I really like to, feel like I'm completely cleansed. And to me, I think there's a difference when you're removing makeup or you're just washing your face, and some cleansers will make you feel like you're completely zapped of all your moisture. Others will, be maybe a little bit replenishing, but you won't feel residue on your skin. I would put the CeraVe Hydrating Cleanser in that bracket. And then this really, no matter how much I rinsed, I still feel like I had this residue left behind. Granted, it did a really good job of melting down the makeup as it claimed to do, but to go ahead and get rid of that residue, you'll want to bring in like another face wash or a face wipe or something of that nature. So for that reason, it's not a love for me, but for somebody with really dry skin, it might be something to try. Alrighty, now I've got some different things from e.l.f. here. First one I'll talk about, and I do have some e.l.f. skincare moisturizers, like a night cream and a day cream and a serum, and I had used those for a little while. I kind of need to get back into them because I've been trying so many different things. My initial reaction with those was that I felt like they all had a very, very similar consistency. The eye cream, the night cream, the serum, the day cream. I don't know, they just all had a very similar texture to me. That's not like my final review or anything, and I can dig deeper, try them some more if you guys want more of a full-on review of e.l.f. skincare. But some of the items I'm mentioning in this video, obviously I've been trying them more and I can tell you what I think. This one is all wet from being in the shower. It's the exfoliating scrub. Did not love this. It was not scrubby enough for me. If you guys are familiar with the St. Ives apricot scrub, it totally reminds me of that texture and feel on the skin. It's kind of thick. You do feel some scrubbies right at the get-go when you start putting it on your skin, but it's just not quite potent enough, and compared to this baking soda thing, this really worked well. This just seemed like a really average scrub to me. Now, something I think you guys are going to be fascinated by, because this really fascinated me, it's the Hydrating Bubble Mask. This is a mask that goes through phases without you even trying to do anything. Like, it transforms on your skin, and I'm going to try to insert like a little time lapse as I'm talking about this to show you exactly what happens as you apply this. But what you do is you take off the this little top first. You press down here on this little plastic thing, and when you press down, some of the mask comes up. The description says, this hydrating and nourishing gel transforms into a bubble mask on the face. Bubbles foam to remove excess dirt and cleanse pores for glowing, healthy looking skin. So you put this on, you feel like you're applying a gel, and very quickly it starts to kind of bubble up, and you can feel that happening. And then it goes like a step further and turns into like a foam all over your face. Like you look like maybe you've applied a thin layer of shaving cream all over your face. And then that foam kind of starts to break down. It's almost like it's just shrinking across your face to where you really can't see anything on your face eventually when that process is over. I gotta say, that feels freaking weird. It feels like you've got maybe some hair on your face, or just something very lightweight, like a light scarf is just dusting across your face. And sometimes, depending on how much I put on, the first time I used this, I put on a very thin amount and it wasn't quite as frustrating to me. But then the next time around, I put on more and it just kind of made me want to itch my face. You know, it's like something's on there, get it off. But I know it's the mask, so I'm not going to touch it. And eventually it all kind of disappears to where you don't see anything on your skin. To touch it, it's as if there's like dried soap on your skin, but you don't see the bubbles anymore. And it says when the bubbles begin to dissipate, which is about 5 to 10 minutes, that was about right for me, massage with fingertips and wash with warm water. So when you add water, this really bubbles up again, like it becomes a very foamy cleanser, I would say. It feels kind of thick, foamy, takes a while to rinse off actually, and your skin does feel super duper clean after this. Hydrating is actually in the name, and I wouldn't say I feel especially hydrated after this. Like, I might have that expectation as I'm going through the masking process, but once it really foams up and you're rinsing it off and you're getting just this full-on rinse, I don't feel like my skin has been totally stripped. It doesn't have a tight feeling like after using some really hardcore cleansers might, but I don't really feel hydrated, especially compared to some of those other masks that I've loved and mentioned in the Emily Awards, like the Glossier Moisturizing Moon Mask, the Peter Thomas Roth masks. Those really leave my skin after I'm done masking very soft, but also very nourished. Whereas this, I don't so much agree with the hydrating claim. I think it gives you a really nice deep clean, but if you're looking for added hydration, it's just not going there for me anyway. If you really like to experiment with different kinds of masking products, you might find this entertaining. I mean, the first time I used it, I was like, what is going on my face? There are bubbles like crawling across my face. It's really weird. It's different. It's kind of cool. I'm really glad I did try it because it's so different from anything I have. Another thing e.l.f. is selling now in their skincare line is this little roller, and they say to use this after you apply a moisturizer to your skin. So you just kind of go and you're supposed to go like away from the center of your face. I thought I tossed the box, but I actually do have it. It says massages the skin to help relieve tension and help rejuvenate for glowing looking skin. Helps encourage absorption of moisturizers. Perfect for using on the face or body. And it just says to use it after you apply your moisturizer. So I've been doing this, I don't know. To the naked eye, I guess I don't know that I'm seeing a result, but maybe it is like internally doing something better for how well the moisturizers absorb. I've been using it in the morning after I apply a daytime moisturizer and then just... Two other things that I'll mention here that are still very much, I feel like, an in progress type product that I'm trying out. One of them is this Garnier Skin Active Micellar Cleansing Water. Big old things of these that they're selling. I mean, this is a 13.5 fluid ounce container here. Reminds me a lot of my Bioderma, just a similar feel. It does claim to remove makeup, but sometimes I'll just use this as sort of a refreshing step as I sit down here to my makeup area before I put moisturizer on. And again, with these micellar waters, there's no rinsing necessary. This pink cap says all skin types, even sensitive, and then there is a blue cap that claims like more waterproof makeup removal. But I like that there's no need to rinse because in the morning, if I don't feel like, you know, just washing my face at the sink, I can put some of this on a cotton pad, take it all over. I think I'm just gonna have to use it a little bit longer and really pay attention to the subtleties of this product to see how similar exactly it is to the Bioderma I've been using and enjoying. Even if I've already washed my face, I sweep some of this on with a cotton pad and it's like, okay, that was cooling, that was refreshing. My skin feels all like nice and ready to go. I haven't used this to remove makeup yet. In my past experiences with trying to remove a lot of makeup with micellar waters, I've been kind of frustrated because it just takes a lot of work, but I will be trying the waterproof makeup removing one to see if that's leaps and bounds better in that way. So I'll keep you posted on that. Another thing that I just haven't had enough of an opportunity to use yet, and I guess that's fortunately that I haven't had a lot of blemishes to use this on right now. It's the BURT'S Herbal Blemish Stick. It comes in a little packaging like this, and this says this wonderfully effective all-natural formula has tea tree leaf oil and willow bark, a natural source of salicylic acid to remove oil and unclog and clean the pores. So this is actually just a little liquid, straight up liquid roller ball that you can put on any blemishes you might be dealing with. I am also trying out, as I showed in my last video, this Boo Boo's app from Benefit, and they seem like a similar format, just liquidy type products that you're going to put on any blemishes. So I will use those when necessary and report back on how it's going. But that's my little new drugstore skincare wrap up for you. I hope this lets you in on some new products that you might not have known about before. Definitely some interesting things on the market now. The e.l.f. stuff I ordered off of eyeslipsface.com. Everything else I got from Ulta's website. I will have those products linked below. That can be helpful, number one, if you want to buy the product. Number two, just takes you to the site and you can see what all the ingredients are in these things as well. So thank you guys. I will talk to you later. Bye.